Hello everyone, welcome back to another 24th Regiment's AngloZulu mod event. And as you can see, the locals are being oppressed as per usual. And you can see in this wonderfully designed map, they've corralled the wagons, but that's not going to stop the fearsome Zulu warrior nation from coming in and throwing all those spears at the enemy. You can see they're trying to defend. They don't really have a lot of defensive positions here. Bit of shotgun usage maybe in the centre there. May not help them. And here we go. Information on the battle from, of course, the Bumblebonce himself, who I have to thank for inviting me to another of these wonderful events, where we can basically get to enjoy a bit of history of the oppression of the British nation against the locals in Africa. You know, what can we say? After all, the English history is littered with examples of us going to a country saying, oh, that's very nice, we'll take it. And yeah, a lot of history of that in Africa. Obviously India, the Americas. Kind of our calling card really as the British nation is concerned. Or the British Empire as it was then known. And the collective arrogance of the British Empire was brought down by a large amount of very, very brave African Zulu warriors. Just amazing, really, when you think about it. These brave fellows with hides dipped in water. Their shields would harden when dipped in water, and then dried out would actually harden the effect of the shield to give them a little bit of extra cover. Not that it's going to help against the bullets, but you know, anything that will give them a slight advantage. And yeah, the human wave effect just overwhelmed the British army on sheer weight of numbers. So you can see basically people are cheesing it for obvious reasons. Wouldn't you, if large amounts of Africans wanted to kill you? I'm pretty certain I would be cheesing it as well. Standing up against such a fearsome warrior nation. No easy thing. And here's Pipe Smoker 55, a recruit from the 24th. Always nice to see the 24th with new recruits. And here we've got another one, Django. And on the horse there is programmed El Capitano with a fine moustache. What's going on over here? Regular Torad. And you can see them basically trying to load their weapon. Uh-oh, this is going to go bad. A Zulu warrior has been assassinated. And that's the problem. Oh, this is not good. Programmed has been deprogrammed. Brutally battered to death. Beaten like a red-headed stepchild. He is no more. Or at least he is no more for this round. And so oh, crikey, what's going on here? A little bit of cavalry goings on. The Zulu youths are... Oh, it's Jacob. Oh no, he's down. Oh, this is going to go really badly for him. And so it proved to be. Overwhelmed by the sheer weight of numbers. And ruthlessly diddled to death by lots of very short spears wielded by very angry men. And yeah, let's face it, they got the right to be pissed. Oh, we're looking at Skettleconge here. Or Skettleconge. Oh, he's a sergeant. May not be a sergeant for long. Nope, he's just been demoted to death. And you can see them still fighting. To the last man. There's Jacob, he's back again. And you can see here Ice Cocky. Or Ice Cokie fighting with that long bayonet that's on the end of the musket. Or under the rifle, I suppose you could say, as a later period. So they're going to be a lot more accurate. You know, cartridges, all that kind of stuff. Less of the open flint musket type things. But obviously, there is a limit. And you can see here, Prosaic with fine battle trousers to take on the Zulu nation, for obvious reasons. Oh dear, this is not going good. Recruit Hands is under pressure from the 18PP, taking a bit of damage, but he's managed to get one of the very large spears. I was about to say fought back with the very large spear, and unfortunately got the very large spear thrust up his bottom. So we're going to move on to the next round. And so we return with the next map. There's Melon from the DRA. Doesn't he look handsome? Look at that. A serious nose you could land a plane on. Wonderful stuff. And so you can see the basic defensive position here. They don't really have a lot of cover to hide behind. Obviously, they may have to fall back, but right now, the native pioneers are enjoying a bath, and it's been broken up by an invasion and gunfire. Now, obviously, not exactly what you call the nicest bath in the world, to have it ruined in that way. However, there are some forces out there, and you can see them starting to pour fire down on the members of the Zulu nation who are attacking from two directions. That's going to be a problem. Are they going to have to split their forces? See, a few of them starting to break a little bit. But they're doing a good job. They got a slight V effect there, so they can cover both sides. But at the moment, it depends on the numbers, really. It depends, really, which direction has more enemy coming from it. Now, right now, you can see the line on the left is a little bit raggedy. The line on the right is definitely stronger right now. And they seem to be doing good sustained fire. But obviously, it's a fire at will situation. It's not a hold fire and all that kind of stuff. Excuse me. And you can see some of these guys are picking up the fallen, the dropped spears. And using them. And I'm going to have to wet my whistle because I've got a bit of a cough. Oh, sorry about that. So, you can see here. There we go, a fine volley coming in from the fine members of the 18PP. That's what regimental training does, boys and girls. And the problem you see over here is some of the Zulus have started to attack the left flank of the left line. That's going to potentially cause a problem. The right line seems okay, along with this mini line behind the artillery. Here we go, look at him. Rainbow Slimes, what a fantastic name. Ringo. And there's Torad. So. Mega Brad. I mean, oh my goodness, look at that face. Wow. Taking pot shots at the enemy with his fine pistol. Repelling borders as best possible. let's check on the left flank. So you've got this area here being protected, preventing from being overwhelmed. So it kind of funnels the Zulus down this way and into the killing fire of the left flank and the 18 PP. There's Carl Games TV. There's Recruit Filet. Bit of a card, as you can see. So you can see they're fighting back against these guys. And they're doing quite well of mowing through them. They are being well and truly mowed. But they've got to watch that left flank. That's where the danger lies for them. Oh, hello. Aetinox the Rivard. In with the cannon. What are we going to be looking at? A bit of canister shots? Probably a good idea. Waiting for it. And it looks like maybe the cannon's not going to play ball. We'll have to wait and see. Either way, we move over to the right flank and you can see the right line has already... Well, I should say, sorry. This is the right line. This is the far right line. The far right line is doing okay. Obviously, they've got a small cannon. Not doing a lot of action. There's no howitzers or anything like that. Here's ammunition boxes. And you've got a couple of sort of local scouts out there. And officers. Of course, Melon. Oh, look at those spears just literally being sliced right past him. And that was always going to be the problem. And so the Melon has been well and truly sliced, as you can see. It's not a good look for him. Literally went straight through the nutsack and out the other side. So we shall then compliment the Zulus on the accuracy of their aim. And so we look to see more Zulus being dropped, and you can see they're trying to sort of reinforce the numbers over on the right side. The line here, considering many members of the 24th, who was that? There's Recruit Templeton, is doing quite well, but the line on the left has folded, coming under pressure, as you can see from the Zulus. And the part of the problem is that they really should have been sort of here, because then the Zulus can't get past them, and they can fight back, and all the Zulus are then being corralled around here. And the problem is it then means they start moving in on this position, and that's exactly going to be the issue for them, is they're in danger of being surrounded. And you can see here the sustained pressure of the Zulus with their fine spear throwing skills is causing a lot of problems for the British Army, who are continuing to fight back, but are in danger of being overwhelmed by the sheer weight of numbers. And again, they pull back further and further. Now they're in a little bit more of a flag defending position. Gaps in the line's going to cause problems. All the usual kind of fun and games we're used to seeing. But still they continue to fight. Look at these guys. There's going to be a danger there in the lines. Somebody's going to get murdered from behind. Oh, it's Mega Brad. He's actually in as a Zulu. He's a turncoat Zulu. So that could have been unfortunate. Uh-oh. Gressie RUFC is no more. Brutally murdered. Carl Games comes charging in to assist. And you can now see them trying to take on the Zulus coming down the far left side. And plenty of bayonet fun is occurring. Holy crap, look at that, the sheer weight of numbers. Oh, he's taking a spear to the side. That's going to hurt. You can see him now bleeding out, and now he's bleeding out even more. And out comes the butt. The rifle butt goes in. The butt of jokes will begin. It's Cressy. Look at that. Bit of butt work. It's all about the butt work. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we have returned on the next map. And you can see the defense has begun. Had a bit weird graphical glitch. Ah, Lord Chelmsford leads away the majority of his column. Looking to the southeast for the Zulu army. Who's this brave fellow? Dragon Slayer. And you can see a man on a horse looking for some trouble. Oh wow, who's he? He's very brave. Rhodesian mercenary. There's Rebecca looking lovely. You can see here. There's Melon. Taking pot shots at the chasing enemy. Here's the Tonecoat. Cadet Grenadier. Too cheeky for breeky. From the 18PP. Out comes the spear. And a nice murder right there. On camera. Look at that. Double murder. There we go. Now he's fighting. His enemy is taken down. Spears are being thrown at the turncoat. Bit of damage. There we go. Spears. Oh my goodness. Look at all those spears coming in. Oh, it's not going good for Cheeky. Cheeky's fighting for his life now. And the turncoat has been assassinated. However, the fire is coming in as the remainder of the Zulu nation move up against the likes of the 18PP. Carl Games with the bagpipes, of which we heartily approve. If only Malekith were here to be annoyed by the bagpipes, it would be worth it. Because annoying man with bagpipes is always worthwhile. And they're being supported by members of the 23rd. There's Charizard. There's General Arthur of the 23rd. Getting his boys sorted. A bit of a double line going on. And they're trying to provide a little bit of cover. So the 23rd getting themselves sorted. Private Giray, look at him. There's Private Featheralking. There's Mega Brad, frightening the lads as they're now getting organised, getting into position. There we go. So General Arthur leads the boys forward from the 23rd. It's Barbaros, Charizard, Sparkax, Featheralking, Attila again. There's Ozan. You can see them moving out to make a line closer to the prospective enemy. Well, precisely. And these boys being very aggressive. We're seeing some activity also going over here on the far left side. There's the Rhodesian mercenary. There's Dragon Slayer. And here is the 18PP. Adoption. Going in for a bit of murdering. Here's Rainbow Slimes. Protecting his teammate. And look at that, they've even picked up the shields for their back to give them extra cover. Look at that, spear throwing coming in from regular Torad. Oh goodness me, what's this? Is this somebody Michael Jackson moonwalking backwards there for a second? This Zulu youth, however, out comes the spear and down he goes. So let's move over here to see how this line is doing. They seem to be, oh dear, private piles. As you can see, oh that's a nasty wound. Again with the penis shots, it's just rude. Just rude. And look at this fine double line coming in from the 23rd. And there's Specialist Alpa. Fine horn work from him. And they're supported by Mega Brad. Uh-oh, trouble. Uh-oh, big trouble. And so it proved. So, these boys here are in danger of being outflanked. They're going to have to look for a bit of cover as the Zulu Nation fellows continue to take or chase down Jacob or Jakib. He's got to watch out for those spears. So dangerous. Gets far enough away, reloads, and shoots his enemy. So, let's look at the two lines. Over here on the far right side, Kenapasa, private, as more Zulus come charging in. It's not an elder anymore. Look at these boys going very aggressive. The 23rd. Confident in their melee skills. Taking on the Zulus in their own ground. And that's exactly what they're doing. The extra reach of that rifle bayonet giving them an advantage against the enemy. But they also are in danger of being outflanked. And also being shot. So in Essenus, yeah, we're calling that. He's now having to cheese it. Oh, hello, cannonballs. Back to the loving arms of the defensive line of the 23rd. As they continue to do the damage required. Against the onslaughting Zulu Nation. Who continue to pressure the enemy. As you can see, lots of pressure coming in. And we're now getting some cannonballs being dropped in. Bounced across the ground. Into the enemy. Got some lads over here from the 24th. And we move over to check out the cannoneers. There's Too Cheeky. And look at this. Looks like they're going to try and limber up as the cannonballs go out. Or more, I should say, the grape shot. So you can see them trying to re-limber that if they can. Who's that? That's Jireh. And working the cannon over here is Aetinox of Rivard. They may not be able to limber the cannon. We'll have to see. Oh dear, 1 PM, the 24th starts to run out of ammunition. That's never a good thing. Never a good thing. The sheer numbers of Zulu warriors coming at them. Just not enough bullets available. And you can see here, Tigerstein, specialist of the 23rd, now having to cheese it until he gets a... Oh dear, look at that. He gets one in the back. And so the Zulu nation continues to kill Kenj Pasa. And at the back here, Mein Gott. Yeah, Mein Gott indeed. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good for Jure. He's picked the wrong location. He's going to have to try and run away, but now he's in danger of being killed by a Zulu who's trapped in there with him. Oh dear, this is not good. Until finally the Zulu is removed, both figuratively and literally. And yet more Zulus. Oh goodness me. So many Zulus. Oh, bagpipery is occurring. Fine bagpipery, of course. Spears. Oh goodness me, did you see that spear only just miss him? You can see the spears come flying over the top of the heads of the soldiers as they continue to backpedal to try and get away from the advancing hordes of very angry men and youths. And they still continue. Oh, this may not be a good idea for this man here. Recruit Otto of the 18th. He's got a bayonet on the front there, barging a few enemies to the floor. Fine bayonet stabbing on the top. And that was always going to be the danger. Oh wow, look at that. A spear right through the head of his horse. And he was unceremoniously dispatched. That was always going to be the danger. And now the Zulus continue to progress and they've made it to the camp. They're pushing the camp even harder now. Including flying Zulus. This is a new battle formation that we're not aware of. Never mind. Oh, there goes a nice explosion. But the Zulus continue to throw so many spears at the retreating army. They cannot hold back the inevitability. It's like trying to hold back a river. You need a dam to do it. And these guys are pretty damned right now. And obviously there's the turncoat, Mega Brad. Chucking the spears. And he's got to be careful because Mega Brad's always going to get murdered as well. So he got very quickly identified. Oh, that was brutal. Oh, that was just horrible. Spear right through his back and out through the front of his chest. Just brutal. More Zulu warriors continue to pour onto the field to provide that constant feeling of pressure. They're making their way up and over onto the field here, into the distance and towards the camp, towards the men fighting for every inch. Dear oh dear, look at this. This could be a problem. Recruit Otto, he's up on the horse again. Let's see if he learns his lesson from the last time. His horse got a spear through the head. We'll have to wait and see. We return to the camp area. There's Tired. They look handsome. And still, the troops continue to fight. Ozen, PFC of the 23rd. Two men who were, oh dear, jumping on him, managed to kill him eventually. And here's Chapka, bagpiping for all he's worth. And a bit of horn work going on from Alpa as well. And these guys are literally fighting to stop from being overcome. And some of these guys are just appearing from nowhere. Round the side of the tents. Coming at them from every direction. And these guys obviously making use of the extremely well-known bullet deflecting equipment that is known as canvas tents. Oh dear. What happened there? So, the remaining defenders fight. Oh dear, Michael Caine's just been killed. And here's Sparkax of the 20... Okay, not X of the 23rd. Spear through the side of the Bonts. PFC Attila. Looking for some enemy. He's about to find an awful lot of them. Oh, he gets hit once. Gets hit twice, and Attila has been defeated. Oh, what's this? Brave bagpipery. Too cheeky for Breaky. May not last long. Stab once. Stab twice. And his bagpiping days are over. Sad to say this is the case. Somebody firing rockets, maybe. There's Tired. Continuing to fire back. The pistol. Oh, there we go. Man with rockets. It's Fat Ash. Firing many rockets out there into the sheer weight of numbers that are coming in his direction. We shall follow Mr. Zulu Warrior. Correction, the ex-Zulu Warrior. Cut down very quickly. As yet more defenders stand. Mein Gott, indeed. Colonel Durnford gathers a few men, makes a last stand. Yeah, there's a distinct chance that these guys are going to get overwhelmed. This looks like an area that's very last standish. It's where all the ammunition is. Obviously, they've got to be careful. A shot onto that could blow up all the ammunition, which could be entertaining in itself. But they continue to fight back as the waves and waves and waves of Amazon. So Amazon, Dole, Zulu warriors charge in. Fine spear work coming in from these guys. Gotta admire the skill. And still the fighting continues. Oh wow. These guys are relentless. And they are ruthless. And these guys are in big, big trouble. There's a lot of Zulus out there. Uh-oh. Mein Gott is horsebound. How long till he gets a spear through his horse? It's only a matter of time. Yep, they like him. He's got the advantage of movement, but all it's going to take is one spear. The horse is bloody as it is. We'll have to wait and see. And he's corralling them, and he's got a load of them after him. How long can he survive? With a bloody horse. whose no doubt stamina is reducing slowly. Oh, look at that spear. There we go. Yep, mine got. Yeah, that was kind of an eventuality we sort of expected. No more for mine got. And now the remaining forces of the Zulu nation charge up the hill into the camp to take out the enemy. There's Tired trying to make a last run with his cavalry saber out. And the cannon, or the rockets coming in from the hill up here as well. As in the tented area, the boys continue to walk backwards, trying to defend themselves from the onslaught of the Zulu nation. Doing a number on them to where the Union Jack still remains on the flagpole. But the question is, for how much longer? And you can see this defensive position up here may not be getting a lot of attention, but there are some fellows up here who are getting some attention at least. Charizard. And there is the Kremabi. Yeah, Kremabi. Run for it. Yeah, you better run faster than that. You better run fast. As his mates have been murdered horribly. Ekremabi running back to the flag stand. Unfortunately bringing enemies with him. But they're cut down very quickly. Uh-oh. Tide may not be around for much longer. We'll have to wait and see. The horse is doing a good job of distracting the Zulus as the troops move out. And there you have it. The end of the map. And we return with the next round. So, the troops now in trouble because they're up on the hill and the Zulu nation have the camp. And it's now down for the Brits to defend themselves. There's Jacob. And here you can see the remaining forces up on the hill. The Jack in place. Here in Sandalwana Hill. You can see defensive line of the 24th. Skelekong. There's Wessex Lad. There's Ringo. And down here is Cressy RUFC. Oh, there's a bit of problems going on there. A bit of discipline problems. But you can see here the line with Chapka. And here with Olsen. Interesting placement for his rocket. Question is, will he be able to make any damage with that? These guys have the advantage of being on the high ground. In best Obi-Wan traditions. But it may, yeah, it's not going to do them a lot of good. Because of their sheer weight of numbers coming round the mountain. Oh yes, there's no she's here. Mostly he's coming round the mountain. And a lot of very angry ones at that. Some fine Zulu warrior throwing. Look at this. This is bad news. This is really bad news. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh, this is horde mode. Oh, this is really bad. Look at this. Oh, brutality is occurring. Sheer weight of numbers. Spears all over the place. And there you go. Unsurprisingly, the Zulus captured the fort. And we are live on the next round. Welcome back, AngloZulu mod. Reloaded. Courtesy of the 24th Regiment. And of course my friend Mr. Bumblebonce. The Bonce is in here somewhere. There's Tide. Goodness me, doesn't he look handsome? David the Bald. And you can now see here the defensive position significantly improved. $1,300 British dead. Wow. That's just obscene. And there in the distance, the wave of Zulu warriors. Just amazing when you think about it. And you can see sections there and loads coming around the side. At this current moment, most of the defences are on this wall. A couple up here. Who are these fellows? Sissio and Rebecca. Oh, what's going on here? This may not go well. It's Sir Jacob. Jacob. Looking for targets. A bit of lag. But think about it. The amount of bots, the amount of bullets that are flying. The amount of things the server's got to keep paying attention to. And this is, of course, Rorke's Drift. Not a lot of drifting is done. Obviously, no cars in this period. And you can't really drift with a crate. You know, a four-wheel, what's it called? Carriage, I suppose you could call it, yeah. Not a lot of drifting done with that. But anyway, here at Rorke's Drift, no doubt this is the hospital area. For, of course, piano playing. Because we're not barbarians. I mean, we got to have a little bit of music to entertain us while we're murdering the locals. Because why not? What's going on over here? Oh, that's that fine fellow, Mr. Tired. Bullets being fired past him. Oh dear. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's very painful. But it just gives you an example of what you're up against. The sheer skill level of these fellows. There's Mega Brad. There's Melon. And you can see here Wormwood trying to get back inside. Behind the cover that is then offered by the doorway and the window. Out also in the field, Dragon Slayer Yuchi and Rebecca. Getting a little bit more up close and personal. But that may not work out how they want. But look at this defensive position. Overcome the spears. Thrown with significant power and intent behind them. And the bodies by the ammunition crates where the boys will be rearming. There's no forces coming in from this direction yet. However, as we well know from the story of Rorke's Drift, it's going to go pear-shaped pretty quickly. Wonder where we get that term from, pear-shaped. Curious. Anyway. Oh, hello. A Zulu youth. It's causing problems. And Recruit Templeton is having none of it. shoots his enemy down very quickly. As these guys here guard Ringo. And this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a point of weakness and lag. And down goes Skele Kong. And this is going to be a problem for them because it now means their defensive position has been breached. They've got to empty out and they really need to get reinforcements into this area here. Because otherwise it's going to be a problem for them. And that's exactly what the lads are doing. You can see them starting to put more numbers in this defensive position. Is there anybody in the cars here, I wonder? No, nobody in the bog. It's probably just as well. They'll probably get stabbed, dying while on the plop. Not good. There's Lieutenant Wongberger lagging out slightly as he makes his way over. And there is Tired, continuing to shoot with his rifle. As now you can see the central section of the defensive base is now under pressure. And you can see the Zulu Nation making their way over the fields here, round the side, over the fences, and in towards the defensive force of the Brits, continuing to fire. And they still continue to come over the walls. The spears being thrown in every direction. There's Programmed. Oh, Program just took a shot to the head. Oh, that's not going to go well. He's going to have to back off. His fine blonde locks have been blooded. And more fire is being poured into the area by the British Army. Continuing to defend this central point. I think they're probably going to need more people here. And maybe some more people over here. Because they are getting a drip, drip, drip of enemies coming round the side. They're dealing with them. But they've got to be careful that they don't get overwhelmed. Fine stabbing going in there, and that's part of the problem. If they just keep killing one man each time, that's gonna literally draw away resources from the main defensive position to this open area. Oh dear, they gotta be careful they don't kill each other. And still, look at this. Oh wow. And there you have that round. And so as the sun slowly sets, we are obviously kept awake by the hospital being slightly on fire. And we should be underway with the round. Here we go. This is the primary defensive position. But you're going to have some guys who are going to move forward. For obvious reasons. Whether or not they're going to stay here and fire over the line. Looks like that's what the members of the 24th are going to do. There's Ridoni. And here's Michael Caine. Supported by Ridoni. So Major Spalding now 2 miles away from Rorke's Drift. The time is running slow. This is not good. Oh, hello. It's Tired. He's out there again. How many times does he have to lose his horse before he learns that lesson? We'll wait and see. Don't stand still too long. For that reason. Out comes the saber. Look at these fine fellows defending. Snuggle Bunny, what a great name, Mr. Snuggle Bunny. And there's regular Black Belt. And Django, obviously. And David the Bald. But you've also got some additional people moving up. Getting up close and personal to the likes of the Zulu warriors. And look at them as they're moving in. Here they come. Sheer weight of numbers. Making their way past the Kazi. Past the burning buildings. Through the defences. And on to the next defensive position. Look at them. Few of them getting confused. But the defensive line being held by the Brits. At the same time as they're being attacked from another direction. And another direction. Coming at them from all directions. Look at this fantastic stuff watching. Oh, he's going to come a cropper. Oh! Man, that's definitely not the pixelated Apollo. That's a pixelated Apollo, who was roundly attacked by an enemy. Captain Wormwood. Out with the boys. Bit of gunfire. There's Wongberger. Lieutenant, of course. Fine moustache for this man's army. And you've got the likes of Tide out with a pistol. He's in danger of being attacked. Out comes his saber. There we go. A bit of blood on him now. He's fighting back. But they've got to be careful because there will be some Zulu warriors out there with rifles picked up off the dead bodies from previous occurrences. And he's fighting for his life here. He's holding back the enemy quite significantly. Reloading his pistol as quickly as he possibly can. Who's this man? It's Greasy RUFC. Going in with the bayonet kills. And look at him. Supporting his teammates. Killing anyone who comes over the barricade defense. Looking for as many enemies as possible. And he's got to be careful because he's going to get jumped from two directions. He's doing a good job so far. And there we go. Look at this. The final big push from the Zulus. As these guys continue to fight on the battlements. So many Zulus. Oh my goodness. Oh, this isn't going to go well for Wongberger. He's lagged out. The Wongberger is definitely going to get cooked. And there's Windridge. Warrant Officer Windridge. And there's Lieutenant Sedan, or Lieutenant. We call him Lieutenant. It is the British Army after all. And more Zulus come charging in. To do the deed. To murder the interlopers. And to reclaim the sacred Kazi. And it's not looking good. Oh no. Tide is out. With the cavalry saber. Getting the attention of many Zulus. Yep, there we go. Hello, Tired. And he's not tired anymore. So yeah, that was that. The eventuality of that outcome was only a matter of time. And look at this. Getting into the final defensive hexagon in the center. By the flag. They continue to defend against so many of the Zulus charging in. Look at this. Bit of lag going in there. Bit of rubber banding. For obvious reasons, everyone being collected together in the same area. Look at all these Zulus. Oh, this is really bad. Yeah, this is really, really bad. Large amounts of poo are hitting the fan right now. Trousers are being soiled. Spears are being thrown. Look at all the spears sticking out on the outside of the sandbags. And then they get inside and they just cause masses of damage. And before you know it, it's all over. As the war cries of the Zulus resound in the background, bouncing off the hills. Oh my goodness, look at this. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Somebody who's a little bit higher than the others. They're going to get through. And the defensive position's going to be in trouble. They're going to try and defend it as best they can. But already they're overwhelmed. Look at this. The spears are coming in. The men are being felled. We've just lost one warrant officer, Windridge. And it's not looking good for Islamists. As there we go. The map's reset. So that should give you a rough guesstimate of what's to come. Basically, large amounts of poo are going to hit the fan. And also large amounts of Zulus are going to be running in the general direction of a lot of scared men with guns. So, yeah, they're getting a little bit antsy right now. Don't really want to fire because they're not got the range. At the moment, all they're doing is just wasting ammunition. But you've also got defensive position here from the Zulus that will come down the riverbed towards the defensive position, and the flag guarded ever so kindly by Mr. Tired there in his mustard uniform, looking very nice. 141 men defended Rorke's Drift. 17 were wounded. Sorry, 17 were killed, 15 were wounded. And these guys are low on ammo. Not a good situation. Especially against the might, the sheer weight of the Zulu nation. It's only going to be a matter of time before he gets a spear in the horse or a spear in the butt. And then it's all going to be over for Tired. Nope, he can't get through there. Oh, hello. The turncoat. Oh no, correction. Tony that orc. He's out. There's another turncoat. He's out to look. 350 Zulus killed. 1,500 wounded. Wow. And there we go. Tony the orc is no longer that orc. He is now that corpse. Look at this. Just staggering. Snuggle bunny. Fantastic snuggling and bunnying going on there. This defensive line looking very good. Putting in defensive fire. Oh, hello. There's always one who gets a little bit over aggressive. It's Carl Games TV again. From the 18PP. Maybe looking to do a little bit of melee. Stab a few men in the head. And this is going to be the problem. Even that... There we go. As the point has been proven. So what happens if you move out there on your own? You will get a large spear thrown in your head. Oh, hello. Oh dear, horses have been assassinated. More attacks coming in. Uh-oh. Yep, it's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. It's going to be very tired. And this position here is the vanguard of the defense. There's Bartos. And these guys just recruit Otto, reloading his gun as quickly as he bloody well can. For obvious reasons. Fat Ash currently refusing to take part. Adopt. And there we go, programmed. And of course, look at this, no respect. They've even thrown spears at the Kazi. You can't even plop in peace these days. What's the world coming to? So, look at this. In the center. Down goes Fat Ash. The defensive position. Oh, Ridoni likes that position. Keeps him out of the way of the spears. But the spears being thrown are going to hit him eventually. And so obviously they're wanting relief of Rorke's Drift. The spear, look at this spear, it's going to go over the top of his head. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. And as you can see here, the damaged and battered remains of the defensive positions. Some walls remain up. The church, made out of hardy stock, remains in position. However, the Zulus... Oh dear. The Zulus have not been conquered, as their numbers will soon prove, as they come charging across the fields. Almost as inevitable as a flood of water. But also, the unfortunate situation for these boys is there is Zulus coming in from multiple directions now. Fellows coming in from this side as well, on the left. But, oh god, that graphic glitch, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with that, that's very odd. I'm gonna have to pause, quit and come back. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not sure why it sometimes does that. A bit of a graphical oddity. But anyway, you can see here the defense of the church. The lads are still in there, including a random sailor, because why not? There's Snuggle Bunny. And there's of course Mr. Bonts, keeping you updated. Look at that. There's the Colonel, with the right face as well for one of the guys from the film. You can see the similarity. So the defensive positions continue to hold out. He's tired out again, waiting for a spear at any moment. Doesn't learn, he's consistent, at least to give him that. More spears coming in, chasing down one of the enemy. Yeah, this is not going to go well. This is that war cry of the Zulus. Just scary as all hell. I just realised I'm going to have to get Zulu on like 4K or something. To watch. I haven't seen the film for so long. And there we go. So it's only a matter of time until the spears came out. And were thrown in his general direction. And speaking of spears being thrown, hello. And so, the battle is continuing. With Warrant Officer Windridge nearby. See, look, there's Michael Caine as well. They're probably done. Just imagine this thing for real. Just scary as hell. Just boggles the mind, really, when you think about it. But also, every time I see Zulu, it's like, Zulus, thousands of them. And then I remember the episode at the bottom, where he says, you know, wait until you see the whites of their eyes. And then he says, yeah, you realise they would have won if they kept their eyes closed. You can't really argue with logic like that. Oh, hello. There we go. That was Cressy out there in the field again. Look at the bodies. Oh my goodness. Just incredible. See, there is Michael Caine. The name Michael Caine. Even though that doesn't necessarily have the look. I don't think Michael Caine was ginger. And female. No, I think he's definitely not. We're all gonna die, mate. Oh, no shooting the ammunition boxes. Look at that, spears just come flying in over the top. There's Bumble trying to avoid the spears coming in his direction. At the same time as beat back the enemy. This is the inner defensive position. Look at that fine man. Lovian. And they're literally trying to just defend that entrance. They've got to be careful. Oh, there we go. Down goes even more. And look at this. This is going to be a bad place to be. Tired. Battered to snot. Michael Caine's in deep trouble. Combination of murdering and lag. And this is the defensive line they're going to have to hold here. They're going to have to stop him getting in. But look at all the spears being thrown. Oh, wow. So desperate, the battle. The fight. Meanwhile, you got these guys throwing even more spears at the defensive position. And you can't avoid them forever. Oh my god, this big building is going to look like a hedgehog. And a little bit of rubber banding. Oh, hello. There's Pixie. Trying to stab some of the locals. Oh, watch out behind you. Yeah, there we go. The inevitability of that was kind of a foregone conclusion. But look at how badly they're being overrun. They've got to get inside that defensive perimeter. On the inside. And the guys are making it up over the top. This is going to be the problem. Just the sheer weight of numbers. Wowzers. And so here we are on the next round. Tide is out there in the field again. Only a matter of time before he gets clobbered. And there we go. The map is reset. And we are live. Look at this glorious fort. The defensive positions. High on the top of the thing. They find standing wall. Garrison area so they can stand over the top of the wall like this. And shoot back at the enemy. There's Tide again. And there's Taj Knight. in the mustard uniform. There's Redonian as a sailor again. But I love the sailors. And here, the members of the 24th. Sergeant Krispy Kreme firing back at the enemy. 60th Sarge. There's Django, Islamist, and Melon. What's going on over here? There's Jacob, or Jakub. Not sure how we pronounce it, but either way, let's go on and see the inevitable demise of this man. We know it's going to happen. God damn it. Not sure what that error is. Just keeps occurring. See? Just weird. I cannot explain why. It must be maybe a map thing. Let's hope it doesn't happen once I'm in here. No, see, it's okay here. And let's see if it's alright up here. Okay, well, that was unexpected. The going down of the sun in the morning. Look at these fine tents, complete with a nice broth on the go. Fine tent work, obviously. And here you can see the defensive position. Pulling back. Up on the hill. The likes of Matt the Canadian. And then you've got this defensive position here. Should the enemy come in this general direction. You've also got Mr. Random Horse. Hello, Mr. Random Horse. Hello. Who seems to have fallen off a cliff. But we shall not ask too much of Mr. Random Horse. So, the defensive position. You can see the guys here. Moving up. There, of course, Lieutenant Colonel Bumblebonts. Random horses appearing from the air. But the inevitable Zulu army has arrived. And here they come. Look at this. Feel sorry for this poor sod. That was David the Bald. Oh, Snuggle Bunny. Murdered brutally. And now these guys marching backwards to their defensive position. Trying to get back as quickly as they possibly can from the sheer flow of numbers. Oh, nice shots, but watch out your back. There we go, he's been protected by the Melon. He's loading as fast as he can. Oh, there's a commanding officer out there. With the bayonet. Oh, sorry, with the... Oh, it's the Bumble. Oh, he's in danger. Down goes the Bumblebonts. Is he going to survive long? No. The Bunts is debonced. Poor old Bumble. He's been debonced, and now the defensive line continues to move backwards against the inevitable push. Oh, crikey. There's Fat Ash in as one of the enemy. So the 24th move out, get onto the hill, and fire down the road, down the hill to the enemy. who appears somewhat derping out. Yeah, there's some derping going. There's some derping around here? No. So, we ask, is this the lull before a very, very, very large shitstorm? It's distinctly possible. What's going on in here? Oh, is there a Zulu in there? Yes, there is. That was Fat Ash in there. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And here we are on what is considerably known as the Obi-Wan map. Because they most definitely have the high ground. And the flag. In a very, very defended position. As you can see, lots of rolling hills all over the place. Lots of very nasty ramps to get up there. They got to watch their back end for obvious reasons. So we look around to see what opportunities the Zulus are going to have to come up, and they're going to be going up here. What's going on? Where are they up to? There must be somebody out there who's distracting them. Yep, there we go. Taj Knight. Out to get some kills. May not last long, but we shall see. The fire coming down from the hill. May not work so well now. But here you can see the defensive position. Gonna be interesting. There's Melon trying to defend Krispy Kreme. Also, look at these guys. Look at how fit these Zulus are, that they can just make their... Oh dear. Well, obviously some of them aren't fit anymore. But I suppose it means they're just... It's good housekeeping. All the bodies are going to be kept in the same location. But it's not going to be pretty. That Taj Knight? Yes, it is Taj Knight. And they seem to be a bit fixated on him. Which could be bad news for him. For obvious reasons. We'll wait and see what happens, as they don't seem to be throwing a huge amount of spears at him. And he's already at 20 and 0. So a death is pretty much in the offing very soon. There we go, there's the spears. And there's the inevitable. Taj Knight is no more. And so, up the hill of death, move the Zulu warriors to the defending position. Look at this. Gotta be careful they don't fall down the hill, obviously. But oh my goodness, look at this. Just brutal. Absolutely brutal. Including some bodies of Englishmen. Taken down by the Zulu nation. But there's still a lot to be done. Look at this. Wow. And still, there's Ovian. Uh-oh. Black belt's in trouble. Black belt has been sliced. There's Sissio. There's Idiot. What's going on? And there's not many people left now. They're pulling back to the defensive position. They've lost that hill. And this is going to be... Oh dear. Yeah, bad news. Dragon Slayer is no more. This defensive position. They're going to go in with the spears. They're going to go in with the clubs. And they're going to batter the snot out of everyone. And now, are they in a position? It looks like Ivian might be the only one who may survive. As he's inside correction, he got a spear to the head. And still going backwards is George from the 24th and Mr. Black Belt. Down here, you've got Skelekong and Django. They're splitting away from the rest. Uh-oh, last stand of the Bumble. Oh dear, the Bumble has been murdered. It's all over. And we are live with the next round, and look at this fort. Plenty of standing areas. High ramparts, difficult areas to get through. Murder holes in the bottom. A gate that is going to be well reinforced. At least possibly. We'll have to wait and see how long that lasts. And of course, a church. Complete with an organ. The battle cries of the Zulus in the background. Oh, man with a rocket. Crikey, oh blimey. What's going on? Where are they going? They seem very confused. Oh, hello. He's out again. Charge Knight. And he's down. Yeah. Oh, the inevitability. It's too much. And here they come. Look at this. Charging into position. The missile, the rocket, completely useless as per rockets of that era. As the Zulu nation continues to charge. Oh, there we go. They actually killed somebody. It's Mega Brad with his rockets. Getting some kills. But you can see them now looking for a weak point to make their way through the gate. The very, very spiky gate. That does look like packs of dynamite there. Have to wait and see how that turns out. But yeah, they're looking to get through. It's going to be a difficult fight for them. You can see the spears coming over the top. Uh-oh. Yep, there we go. Oh, goodness me. So the gate is most definitely open. And now the Zulus have a chance to engage the enemy. Uh-oh. Invitational George from the 24th. They're outside on the ramparts, going mad with the melee. More murdering all over the place. Look at this. Until finally George is murdered. Taj Knight is out with the pistol. Krispy Kreme also out. Bleeding badly. Going in for some melee work. And unceremoniously murdered. Out in the field. There's Skelekong. And there's Wongburger. The lieutenant. And they're making their way in. Who's playing the organ? That was Sissio. playing with his organ. Obviously now is not the time. As the Zulus are at hand, they've made their way in. The dynamite, which we've no idea where it came from, but never mind. See, more moonwalkers. They're moonwalking their way into battle. And now this is bad news for the likes of Mr. Arameo from the 60th, who is being beaten senseless with multiple clubs. And it seems that up on the top of the building is the place to be. Missiles, the rockets continue to go out from the likes of Mega Brad. Oh, did you see that spear? Just miss his head. It's not going to be long before Mega is no more. Look at those two spears right by his head, by him. And look at all those spears. Fantastic stuff. Oh, here we go. We're out again. It's Taj. He hasn't learned his lesson. He will again soon. Oh, there's another door around the back. They've gone for the back entrance. Oh, hello. What's going on over here? Here's Arameo. About to be the ex-Arameo. With the inevitability of the Zulu hordes coming towards him. Reloading as fast as he possibly can. Trying to find a target. Oh, there goes one. There goes another. Can he survive for long? He's still making his way backwards. He's taken out the shield of one of the enemies. And he rifle butts him. We move over to see the blonde locks of Uncle Rickus. Out with the pistol. And fighting hand to hand with a Zulu warrior is of course the lieutenant. Together with Krispy Kreme, who's about to get murdered. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Wong Burger is no more. Poor Wong. As more members come out from the entrance of the fort, trying to corral as a way to get the Zulus in there. Look at this. The veritable hedgehog display of spears. And the Zulus have captured the fort. Wow. Pretty impressive. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That has been the 24th AngloZulu mod event for today. I hope you have all enjoyed. My thanks to the 24th and to everybody that attended. And of course to my friend Bumblebonts for inviting me. And we'll see you again for more. Take care.